So part of the feel felt found is good,
Yeah.
right? But always isolate the actual objection. The objection is we're not looking. Basically, she's saying that I need to make $1 million. I need to sell it for $1 million for it to be a decision.
Mm-hmm.
So you did the right thing with the feel felt found, right? I totally understand how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
I had other clients who told me the same thing. They felt the same way with the current market. They bought it at a low rate. Now rates are higher. But let me just check with John and see how much buyers are actually willing to pay for your home now. Let's see how close you are to $1 million.
Let's see how. Okay.
Okay. So let me just ask him, since I already met with the person before, and then just ask him, by the way, other than just like that $1 million number that you're shooting for. And by the way, she might say that because she's like not really $1 million, but whatever it is, right? So say like, let me ask John and see like how much like how much the buyers are willing to pay for a home like yours right now. By the way, other than that $1 million number, is there anything else that you need to get for this to be? You have to use her word. Her word was wise decision. I was taking notes because she said wise decision. So you say, what else has to happen other than that $1 million number for you to feel like it's a wise decision?
Okay, perfect. I'll ask that.
Not saying that you're going to be able to convert her. Maybe her numbers are just so unrealistic. But at least you have more stuff in the notes where she's like, well, this stuff has to happen, and this has to happen, and this has to happen for it to make sense.
Perfect.
Okay. It's kind of like at that point, gather more information. At the same time, if she's like, well, it's not really $1 million, it's just like, I feel like I'm just feeling irresponsible if I sell it right now. So any other clients who felt the same way, it's like, well, let me just ask John, what you're saying it's not $1 million. What's the number that you feel like you need to get for this to be a wise decision? Just go back around in that space.
Okay, I'll take note of that, John.
But that's a very good. You will get stuff like that. It can be common pushback you're gonna hear. Is I bought it at lower rates and rates are too high right now. Okay, you can also go back into like, do we know what she's looking for?
Yeah, still in the area. She's actually looking to upgrade before.
Okay, and then you can let her know. Also, we also have homes. So everybody in this room, be aware of something called assumable loans. Okay, so assumable loans are loans that are at the current low rate, like a VA loan, a veteran loan, where the next buyer can assume the loan at the low rate. If we know what she's looking for and she's looking to move from one area and actually going to stay in the same area, the next part is, and did John also mention to you, because she already met with me before, we have different homes that are available where you can assume the current mortgage rate that the owner already have. So we can get you into homes at a low rate too. Have you thought about that, right? Would you want to know more information about that as well? So the first part is I totally understand how you feel. Other than selling your home for $1 million, which is $200,000-$300,000 more than what you think it's worth, what else do you feel like has to happen for this to feel like a wise decision? First point one. And then she'll tell you, and then you're going to ask, what else has to happen? What else has to happen? And just get as much information out. And then you're going to say like, hey, it sounds to me like if John can get you above market value, and the second thing that you ask for happens, and the third thing that you ask for happens, and the fourth thing that you ask for happens, is there anything else that I'm missing? So you're just taking orders. You're not judging her. You're just taking orders. And then you'll be like, I'm going to let John know, oh, by the way, did John tell you last time that we actually now have homes available where you can assume the old interest rate in the 2s and 3s available for our buyer? Do you want information about that?
Okay.
Guys, everybody in this room, you're going to get more. You're going to get appointments if you use that. If you talk about that. Okay? Let's role play that. Judy, I'm not really looking to sell my home anymore. I bought my home at 2.5% interest rate. Rates are now like 8%. I feel like it's a terrible decision. It's not a wise decision for me to sell right now. I feel like I would have to sell this home that's worth $700,000 at probably over $1 million just so I feel like it's a wise decision.
Well, I totally understand you with that, John, but it sounds to me like you're putting your home selling on hold. It's because of the interest rate. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So, with that, John, we could still check on the available options for you. How much do you think would your property will cost for?
Uh, feel, felt, found me.
Mhm.
Feel, felt, found. Stay in the feel, felt, found. You got the first part right. I understand how you feel. The felt part is I have either clients who's mentioned the same thing or felt the same way before, and then you can go into like the details.
Okay, I totally understand you with that, John. We do have a lot of.
Time out. Sorry,
No,
Didi,
it's
I'm just coaching you, okay?
okay.
Not I understand you with that. Like, don't say that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. I
Gotcha.
totally understand how you feel.
Okay.
All right, Judy. I'm not looking to sell my home anymore. I bought my home at a really low interest rate, and rates are too high now. I just feel like it's not a wise decision for me to sell. I feel like I would have to sell my home like at $1 million for it to even make sense.
Oh, I totally understand how you feel, John. A lot of our clients have felt the same way. So if I'm hearing you right, you're putting your home selling in on hold. It's because of the interest rate. Is that right?
Kind of.
Okay, I gotcha. Because a lot of our clients have felt the same way, and what they found out, it's really a good time to sell right now. So, do you have any asking price for your property?
Well, I think I need to sell for like $1 million for it to even, make sense.
Gotcha. Because why could we just actually set up like an appointment for you to meet one of our top agent in the area so that we could check on the value of your property? So when you get together with our agent, we'll go over or we'll do a free home evaluation so that you will have an idea on how much will your property will cost for. And
Well,
while our Mhm.
Judy, this estimate says like 715.
Oh, actually, what you are seeing online is just a rough estimate. It would be more beneficial if our top agent could see it so that you'll have the real market value of your property.
Okay.
So, yeah, when you get with our agent, we'll go and check on the property and give you or provide you more information on how to get the top dollar amount of your home. It will just take like 40 to 45 minutes of your time, and it's no obligation at all. Do you think that would help you?
Um, I mean, like, I really don't think you guys can get me that what I want though.
Okay, there, I'm lost.
hmm So
Hmm.
go back into. It sounds to me like you need to get because I told you right. The
Hmm.
person. This is an actual call you had before. She told you she needs to sell for $1 million. So just repeat that part. Hey, it sounds to me like you need to sell for $1 million for this to even feel like it's a wise decision. So you're just repeating the objection. So don't get too like too fancy. Just repeat it. Sounds to me like you need to feel you need to sell for $1 million just for you to feel like this is a wise decision. Is that correct?
Okay, for me too.
Say that.
Okay. It sounds to me that you wanted to sell your home for $1 million just for you to feel that it's a wise decision. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, that sounds awesome. So what I could do for
Not don't close me up. Get more
okay,
information. Judy, say this. What else has to happen for you to feel like it's a wise decision? Write it down first and then repeat it. Okay?
Okay, what else has to happen for you to feel that it's a wise decision?
I need to find another home that's bigger than this one.
Okay, sounds good. Now, we
Go deeper. What else has to happen? You have to say it a couple times
okay.
because I only told you I need to find another house. That sounds good. So it sounds to me like you need to sell your current home for $1 million. You need to find a house to buy. What else has to happen for it to feel like a wise decision for you? Just go one level deeper. So repeat it.
Okay, it sounds to me that you want to sell your home for $1 million just to feel that it's a wise decision. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, what else has to happen for you to feel that it's a wise decision?
I need to find another house that's bigger than my current house, but I don't want the rates to be like crazy 8% or higher.
Okay, so yeah, do that, John. Like assumable loan. Should I mention the assumable loan?
So at this point, you can go either one level deeper or you can go for the close. So I hope everybody's listening to this. This is a real role play today, right? So you can go. So it sounds to me like if we can get you a buyer who'll pay $1 million for your home, and we can find you a home to buy that's below 8%, like that's like interest rate that makes sense for you. You feel it's a wise decision. So you can that's called isolating the objection. Okay, so it sounds to me like if I can do number 1 and number 2, that you get number 3. That's what I'm saying. Because I gave you 2 points. I want $1 million and I want another house for a lower rate, like not 8%. And if you can do both of those, it sounds to me like it would be a wise decision, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's do this. Let me connect you back with John, or whoever the agent is. Okay, because what our clients have found, so we didn't go into the feel felt fund. Right now we're just like felt. We're going deep in the feel felt. We haven't gone into the found part. What our clients have found in this market today, our team, we have exclusive list of homes that you can assume their loans, and the rates that you can assume are anywhere in between like the 3s and the 4s. Do you want access to that?
Can you repeat that, John? What we have is
So
like the assumable loan.
So what our clients have found is that our team actually has access to homes with assumable loans where you can take over the loans in the 3s, 4s, and low 5 rates. So you know how like our old pitch was, hey, I can get you access to all the homes. Why don't you shift it to, hey, I can get you access to homes where you can take over the loans between the 3s to the 5s, where the rates are between 3% to 5%. Would you want access to that list?
Okay.
If you start talking about that, you're going to get more appointments. Okay. So the feel felt found, we usually just like, all right, I totally understand how you feel. Our clients have felt the same way. And then what we found is that, that it's a very straightforward, right? But you can actually go deep with the feel felt found. Sounds to me like what you want is to make, like you're getting, if you want a wise decision, you need to get X. What else has to happen for you to make it feel like it's a wise decision? Go deep. And then repeat it, isolate it, repeat it. So you isolate the objection and then you repeat the objection and you say, hey, it sounds to me like if I can get you $1 million and I can get you a home with a loan and below like the current rate, so somewhere in the 6, 5s, 4s, 3s, who knows, that you make a wise decision. Is that correct? All I did was I isolated and I repeated what they said to me. Mm-hmm. Isolate, repeat, isolate and repeat. Write that down. Isolate and repeat. Whatever they say, you isolate. If they say, I need to make $1 million. Okay, sounds to me like you have to make $1 million for this to be a wise decision. Is that correct? I've had other clients who felt the same way. That's the felt part, right? And then before you go deeper, what else has to happen for you to feel like this is a wise decision? What else has to happen? And you repeat it 2-3 times, and they're going to tell you more ingredients that has to happen for them to feel comfortable. They'll tell you whatever, A, B, C, and then you have to take notes, by the way. Then you say, all right, if I can get you A, B, and C, do you feel like it's a wise decision? Is there anything I'm missing? And then you go for the close. You can do this. Everybody in this room who are not ISAs, you can use the same exact ingredient, that same structure with a buyer in person, with a seller in person, a buyer who says, you know what, it's not a good time to buy. I totally understand. What has to happen for you to feel like it's a good time to buy? The seller says, John, it's not a good time to sell. I totally understand. I've had many clients tell me the same thing. Mr. Homeowner, what do you think has to happen for you to feel like it's a good time to sell? Write that down, because that is going to get you people saying yes to you. They may not say yes to you on the first attempt, but they feel like you're listening to them because they're actually telling you, okay, they might even tell you, Judy, this might seem so unrealistic, but really I want A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like all this has to happen, and it's probably unrealistic. You probably can't even do it. And then you say, you know what? I totally understand. I get it. You know what? Many of my clients also told me they're unrealistic, but what they found is, and then you go for the close. And the closest, what they found is that with our team, nothing's impossible. Does this help?
Yeah.
very good objection, by
Super.
the way. This is very good objection, and I'm glad we had this chance today to go deeper with the objections because feel, felt, found is just a surface.
Mhm.
You need to understand: isolate, repeat,
Isolated.
and then repeat the objection, and then go deeper and find out what else has to happen. What else has to happen for them to feel they can get X, whatever their goal is? What else has to happen other than $1 million? Anything else? Is there anything else I'm missing? And then repeat it again, and then go for the close. Who wants to try this? I know this is this is not objection handling 101 anymore. Now we're going deep today, and I'll be nice. Like I'm not gonna I won't be too hard. Okay. Anybody want to try?
Can you be the ISA? I'll be the buyer and seller.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Give me the objection.
Hi, John. I met one of your agents like a couple of months ago, but you know what? I bought this house for 2%, so there's no way I can sell it and buy another property for 8%. So I'm putting it on hold.
You're putting your home sale on hold.
Mm-hmm.
I totally understand. I've had other clients who felt the same way. It sounds to me like because you bought your home for 2% and now rates are a little bit higher.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you feel has to happen for you to actually make a move in this season?
Yeah, I think for my property, I need to get like $1 million for me to feel that it's a wise decision. But there's no way that we could do that right now.
$1 million. Okay, I understand. I've had other clients tell me a number that's above what market value is for them to feel like it's a wise decision. What else has to happen for you to feel like you're making a wise decision moving today? If I can get you $1 million, what else has to happen?
Of course, to buy a property that's within like 2 to 4%.
Okay, so like get you like a lower interest rate than what it is today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can find a buyer who really loves your home and get them to bid up your price to like $1 million or so, and help you buy a home or find a home where rates are like half what rates are today. Does that sound right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that has to happen for you to feel like it's a wise decision to move today?
I think those are the only things that I need.
Okay. If I can get you a home where the rates are like around 4%, do you still have to sell your home for $1 million?
Of course.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, how much do you think your home is worth today?
When I'm checking online, it's like around 700,000.
Okay, may I ask what you have to sell for $1 million if I can get you rates that are much lower?
Yeah, but
let's do this because I have never actually seen your home. I know my agent been to your house before. Let me ask him to see what your home can sell for in today's market conditions, because we're finding a lot of buyers are actually, our buyers are willing to pay more than asking price. And then we also have some good news, because what our clients have found when they're working with our team, they can get exclusive access to homes with assumable loans. And those assumable loans they have rates that you can take over in the 3 to 4 range. Do you want access to that list?
of course, yeah.
Let's do this. When do you have 15 to 20 minutes where we can get together? I'm going to have my agent come over to your place. We'll reassess your home in current market conditions. And at the same time, I'm going to ask my agent to go over with you what that exclusive list of homes look like and see if any of the available homes that are assumable, where you can take over their loans in the 2 to 4 range, fit what you're looking for. Do you have time today, or do you prefer tomorrow?
Today, like around 5 p.m. You could just go back to my house. Mm-hmm.
I think that should be fine. I'm gonna check with the agent who met with you. Is that okay? Do you want to meet with the same person?
Yes, of course.
All right. So I'm gonna see if he's available today at 5 o'clock. In case he's not, do you have time tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I'm just gonna check with him and see what his availability is. But maybe like 6 o'clock tomorrow, just in case, as a second option. Does that work?
Yeah, that will work.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask your agent who met with you a few months ago to come by your home either today or tomorrow, and what he'll do with you is he'll go over and reassess your home, find out what your home can sell for in today's market, find out what your net would be, And then he's also going to go over with you that exclusive list of homes that are assumable, where the loans you can take over in the 2 to 4 range. So it'll be a very good option for you. Does that sound right?
Okay, sounds good.
Judy, before I let you go, is there anything else I'm missing other than selling your home for $1 million and getting a home that you can buy in the 4% range? Am I missing anything?
No, that's all what I need.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm going to have my agent come over to your house either today or tomorrow. I'll confirm with you in the next 10 minutes, okay?
Okay, perfect.
All right, there you go. That's how you do it. And for those of you whose heart is beating through your shirt right now because you're like, holy crap, that's nerve-wracking. It is. It's fine. Just take notes. I wrote down everything she said. A $1 million, buy a home, 2 to 4% range. I wrote it down so that I can repeat it. If you're not writing it down, you can't repeat it because you're not going to remember what she's objecting to. Okay? Is that perfect? No, that's not perfect. I'm sure there's ways to make that call even better. But I just gave you the ingredient. Isolate, repeat, and then ask what else has to happen. What else has to happen? If I can get you X, is there anything else I'm missing? What else has to happen for you to feel you're going to get Y? If I can get you number 1, number 2, is there anything else missing? And then go for the close. If I can get you A, B, C, D, E that you just told me that needs to happen for you to feel like you're making a wise decision. Am I missing anything else? Great. When's a good time for us to get together? For 15 to 20 minutes, just repeat the script. The only difference there, I tweaked it because she wanted homes in the 4% range. I can get you exclusive access to homes that are assumable loans with rates in the 4% range. So instead of off-market properties, you can talk about homes that you can assume the loans off. Rates in the 4%, 3 to 4%. There you go. Does that help?
Yeah.
What questions do you have? And this is recorded, by the way, so I'll send you guys a copy of this recording so that you all can re-listen to this. This is not on your script because we switched the actual offer we tweaked today. Before it was exclusive access to homes that you can't find online. Now it's exclusive access to assumable homes that you cannot find online with rates in of 3 to 4s. Okay, and then it's and the offer, again, the offer is when do you have 15 to 20 minutes for us to get together or for my agent to come over and he'll reassess or she'll reassess your home, find out what your home can sell for. Not the cost, don't say the cost, what your home can sell for in today's market conditions. Got it?
Got it.
All right. If there's no other questions, we can finish early today. But before I close out, I want to give everybody a chance. Anything else?
John, when you are at that point that a client tells you, I want that much money for my house. I don't know if it is good to say or not that, that's good to expect that amount, but let's see what the market says in your area. Like another homes or they are comparable to yours.
Yeah, absolutely. So on the phone, I never tell them they're wrong, even though I know they're wrong.
Right.
Like I was like, holy crap, $1 million, the home's worth $715, right? But that's not what you say. I just say, all right, well, when would be a good time? I told Judy, I said, I've never seen your home. I have no idea what your home looks like. Maybe you've done more stuff to your home since the last time my agent came by. So when's a good time for us to come by and reassess your home?
All right, yeah, because I have a conversation with a potential, I will say, leasing, and he told me first, well, I would like to have like a 350,000 for it. I said, okay, sounds good. And then his son says, no, it's at 450 because we're on the corner and we have this amount of land. And I told her, well, you can ask for $1 million if you want to, but if the market condition is different, I'm gonna read what the market condition says, and then we can go from there. So they can say, okay. It's like you're getting into a candy store and you want all the candy, but that's impossible to do that,
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that conversation you can have in person.
Correct.
In person.
Yeah.
On the phone, your mission is to schedule an appointment.
Yeah, no,
person.
well, it was in person. It was in person when they told me that.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I see. If it's in person, we can talk about like different things that you can say and do to help shift their expectation downward.
Right.
Things that I do with them is that I ask Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, what is your goal? What do you want to net at the end of the day? I don't ask about price. I ask about net. After
Right.
and they're like, what do you mean? I say, all right, well, Georgia actually does this all the time too. Georgia says, if I can hand you a briefcase at closing, how much cash do you want in there after paying all the expenses?
To take home. How much money you don't take home?
How much money you want to take home after paying your tax, paying your mortgage off, paying commission, marketing, everything, like clean.
All right.
That's the question you need to ask. Don't ask like how much you think. Like I don't care about how much the home is worth.
I'm going to chime in on that real quick.
Yes.
So if you go to a seller and they say, I want to sell my house for 500,000, right? And you ask them, okay, how much are your taxes, recording fees, commissions, repair costs, etc.? They're not going to know, right? When you frame it to them, completely ignore the sales price. And you say, I'm handing you the suitcase of cash at closing. This is what you take home. What do you want in it? Of course, we always want $1 million, but realistically, what do you want in it? They'll give you a number. And if you put it into a net proceeds calculator, you'll find that I would say out of 90% of the sellers I talk to, they have no clue that the sales price isn't 500, it's actually 460 at a 7% commission. They have no idea how to get to the net proceeds. So if you say it to them like that and you make a guarantee, hey, and you know their number's realistic, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'm going to guarantee that in your suitcase cash at closing, you're going to have $460,000. Is there any reason why you wouldn't work with me today? I'm guaranteeing you that, or I make $0. They're not going to say no. Does that make sense?
Yes, they do. Yes, it does.
Okay. There you go. I feel like if I have a microphone, I'll drop it right now and we're done for today.
Thank you.
We just gave you so many things today that there should be no reason getting appointments this week. Okay. If the number one objection is, well, doesn't make sense for me to sell my home right now. Okay. Now you know how to handle it. If they say, well, rates are too high, now you know how to handle it. We have exclusive list of homes with assumable loans where rates are between 3 to 4%, 3 to 5%. You want access to that list. You can't find it anywhere else.